So hello everyone, today we will discuss about endocrine system. So endocrine system includes various types of glands. You can see here in this picture there are the presence of different types of glands. So one by one we will discuss about these glands. So first we'll discuss about the endocrine system. So two body systems are responsible for sending and receiving sensory information and coordinating body responses. These are nervous system and endocrine system. So in human body, nervous system and endocrine system, these both two systems are responsible for sending and receiving information and coordinating body responses, and sometimes they are known as neuroendocrine system. Clear? So the endocrine system regulates body activities, and it also releases hormones into blood streams where they are carried throughout the entire body, and hormonal responses may be almost instantaneous. Clear? So hormone functions. So function of hormones are that it regulates the chemical composition and volume of the internal environment. It also helps to regulate metabolism and energy balance. Okay. It also helps to regulate contractions of smooth and cardiac muscle fibers, and it also helps to maintain despite disruptions such as infection, trauma, emotional stress, okay, dehydration, starvation, etc. So these are the functions of hormone, and it also regulate activities of immune system, play role in smooth and sequential integration of growth and development, and it also helps to contribute the basic process of reproductions like fertilization, nourishment of embryo, fetus, delivery, etc. So one by one we will discuss about the exocrine and endocrine glands. So what are the exocrine and endocrine glands? So first we'll discuss about exocrine glands, that they secrete their products into body ducts which carry products into body cavities. Okay, and it includes sudoriferous glands, sebaceous glands, mucous glands, and digestive glands. Whereas endocrine glands secretes their products into extracellular space around the secretory cells. Okay, and the secretion diffuses into capillaries and are carried throughout the body. Okay, the endocrine system is composed of body endocrine glands, that it includes pituitary gland, thyroid, parathyroid, adrenal, pineal glands, and pancreatic glands. Okay, so endocrine system includes all these glands. So one by one we will discuss about all these glands. Okay, so as you can see here in this picture, that endocrine system includes different types of glands, like you can see here hypothalamus, pituitary gland, thyroid, thymus gland. So here you can see the position of different types of glands. So hormones are the chemical substances that are carried by cell tissue and initiate specific actions. So hormones are chemical substances that helps to initiate specific actions. Okay, and hormones can have very powerful effects and present in very low concentration, about approximately 50 different hormones produced in human body. Okay, clear? And specific cells which are affected by hormones are called target cells, and hormones influence their target cells by binding to the proteins in the cell membrane called receptors. So next, first we will discuss about pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is also known as hypophysis, and it is attached to the hypothalamus at the base of the brain. Okay, and it is also called the master gland. Okay, pituitary gland is also known as the master gland. Pituitary gland can be divided into posterior and anterior pituitary. Okay, and the hypothalamus and pituitary gland regulate virtually all the aspects of growth, development, metabolism. Okay, so we'll now we'll discuss about the functions of pituitary glands. Okay, so you can see here that the pituitary gland is like a size of pea. Its weight about 500 mg, and it consists of two main parts originate by different types. Okay, anterior pituitary, we'll discuss about anterior and posterior pituitary. So you can see here in this picture the position of pituitary gland. So where the pituitary gland situated, it is situated on the brain. Okay, which releases a wide variety of hormones. And now the next is blood supply. So arterial blood, this is from branches of internal carotid artery. Okay, and anterior lobe is supplied indirectly by blood that has already passed through a capillary bed in the hypothalamus. Okay, but the posterior lobe is supplied directly. So next is influence of the hypothalamus on the pituitary gland. Hypothalamus control release of hormones from and posterior pituitary, but in different ways. Okay, so here are the hormones of pituitary gland. You can see here anterior pituitary includes these glands like GH, that is growth hormone, and you can see here the different types of glands. Okay, anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. So first we'll discuss about posterior pituitary. So posterior pituitary work as a unit with the hypothalamus. Although the posterior pituitary does not synthesize its own hormone, okay, it does not synthesize its own hormone, it does store and release oxytocin and antidiuretic hormone. So posterior pituitary includes oxytocin and antidiuretic hormone. Okay, and oxytocin control uterine contractions during delivery, whereas ADH causes retentions of the water. Okay, so you can see here oxytocin stimulates contractions of uterus during labor and it causes milk ejection. Antidiuretic hormone can inhibit urine production and large amount causes vasorestriction. So you can see here in this picture that hormones of pituitary glands. So here are the clearly visible the hormones of pituitary gland. Next is anterior pituitary. So anterior pituitary secretes hormones that control a wide range of bodily activities. Okay, it regulates the anterior pituitary by producing releasing hormones. Okay, and anterior pituitary have five principal types of cells which secrete seven major hormones. Clear? So anterior pituitary includes five principal types of hormones. Clear? So we'll discuss about these kinds of hormones. So first is growth hormone. It stimulates general body growth and regulates certain aspects of metabolism. Second is TSH. TSH is thyroid stimulating hormone, which controls secretion and other activities of thyroid gland. Whereas follicle stimulating hormone FSH and luteinizing hormone, that is LH, that together stimulate the secretion of estrogen and progesterone and the maturation of oocytes in the ovaries and secretion of testosterones and sperm production in testes. So these are the functions of these hormones, like growth hormone responsible for growth, thyroid stimulating hormone, and the next one is prolactin, which initiates milk productions in the mammary glands. And next is ACTH, that is adrenocorticotropic hormones and melanocyte stimulating hormone. Okay. Next is hormones of anterior pituitary. Six anterior pituitary hormones. Two affects non-endocrine targets. Four stimulates other endocrine glands. Okay. And characteristics of all anterior pituitary hormones, that is protein, act through second messenger system and regulate by hormonal stimuli, mostly negative feedback. So anterior pituitary includes six anterior pituitary hormones. So you can see here in this picture the different types of anterior pituitary hormones. Okay, and one by one we will discuss about these hormones. So first you can see here gonadotropic hormone, continued luteinizing hormone. Okay, it triggers ovulation, causes rupture follicle to become the corpus luteum, stimulates testosterone production in males, and refers to as interstitial cells that stimulate hormone. Okay, so ICSH is interstitial cells stimulating hormones. Okay, the function of anterior pituitary hormones, prolactin, which I have told you that prolactin maintain milk production. Okay, and it is function of this prolactin is unknown in male. So you can see here the different hormones and their functions, like growth hormone regulates metabolism, thyroid stimulating hormone stimulates growth and activity of thyroid gland. Okay, so this is the different functions of different types of glands. So growth hormone is most abundant hormone synthesized by the anterior pituitary, and it stimulates growth and division. So you have to learn that growth hormone is responsible mostly for growth. Okay, and it regulates aspects of metabolism in many organs, like for example liver, intestine, and pancreas. Okay, and it release and stimulated by growth hormone releasing hormone. Okay, and support and suppressed by growth hormone releasing inhibiting hormone. So you have to learn all these abbreviations of different types of hormones. Okay, now next is thyroid stimulating hormone. It release of this hormone is stimulated by thyrotropin. So from where the thyroid stimulating hormone release? It's stimulated by thyrotropin releasing hormone. Okay, so next is adrenocorticotropic hormone. It is from hormone release from the hypothalamus. Okay, and promote the synthesis and release of ACTH, the anterior pituitary. Clear? Next is prolactin. This hormone is secreted during pregnancy to prepare the breast for lactation, like milk production. This hormone is mostly responsible for the production of milk. So you have to learn only this thing. Next is gonadotrophins. Gonadotrophins, two gonadotrophin, that is sex hormones, and secrete in gradually increasing amounts by the anterior pituitary. Okay, and it is also known as gonadotropin releasing hormone. Clear? So follicular stimulating hormone in male and in female. So in female regulates the development of sex organ in female, and in male it's initiation of spermatogenesis. Okay, and luteinizing hormone in female ovulation, maintaining the corpus luteum. Progesterone. Next is thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is situated in the neck, in front of the larynx and trachea at the level of 5th, 6th and 7th cervical and 1st thoracic vertebrae. So you have to learn that where is the position of thyroid gland. Okay, so the lobes are joined by narrow isthmus laying in front of the trachea. Okay, and shape is about 5 centimeter long and 3 centimeter wide. Clear? The venous return is by the thyroid veins, which drain into the internal jugular veins. Okay, so we'll see the position of thyroid gland in this diagram. You can see here. So this is the position of thyroid gland. As you can see here, it is present on the neck. Okay, clear? So you can see here that the position of thyroid gland. So next is thyroid hormones, thyroxine and triiodothyroid. So you have to learn the hormones of thyroid. So, okay, T4 and T3. T4 is thyroxine, triiodothyronine. Okay, secretion of TSS is stimulated by thyrotropin releasing hormones. So you have to learn that where the secretion of TSS is stimulated, it is stimulated by thyrotropin releasing hormones. Clear? From the hypothalamus. The function of T3 and T4 are essential for normal growth and development. Okay, especially of skeleton and nervous system. So you have to learn the function of T3 and T4, that is for normal growth and development. Clear? And it is also influenced by thyroid hormones. Physiology. Next is calcitonin. So this hormone is secreted by parafollicular or C cells in the thyroid glands. Calcitonin lowers raised blood calcium levels. Okay, it lowers the raised blood calcium levels. You have to learn this thing. Next is parathyroid gland. There are 4 small parathyroid glands, each weighing around 5 gram. Okay, so we'll discuss about the parathyroid glands. Clear? They are surrounded by 5 connective tissue capsules. So you can see here in this picture parathyroid gland, position of thyroid gland and parathyroid. You can see here. So function, these glands secrete parathyroid hormone. Secretion is regulated by blood calcium level. The main function of parathyroid hormone is to increase the blood calcium level. So this is the main function. that is to increase the blood calcium level. So you have to learn this thing. Now next is adrenal glands. So the paired adrenal gland lie superior to the kidneys and closed within the renal fascia. So you have to learn that. So what is the exact position of adrenal gland? So it is lie superior to the kidneys. Okay. So the adrenal glands, it includes two glands, cortex and medulla, outer glandular region in three layers, and inner neural tissue region. Okay. So it sits on the top of the kidneys. You can see here in this picture that the adrenal glands present on the top of the kidney, like you can see here, right adrenal gland and left adrenal gland. So the glands are composed of two parts which have different structures and functions. Outer part is cortex, inner is medulla. Adrenal cortex is essential to life, but the medulla is not. So adrenal cortex is essential to life. Okay. So next is hormones of adrenal glands. Adrenal cortex includes cortisol, corticosterone, cortisone, aldosterone, androgen. Okay, and adrenal medulla, epinephrine. You can see here the different hormones of these adrenal gland. So the group includes glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids, and sex hormones. Okay. So now we'll discuss hormones of adrenal cortex, like sex hormones. It includes sex hormone, male and female. You know that male and some estrogen, female. So male having androgen. Okay, male androgen and female having estrogen. Hormones of adrenal glands. First is mineralocorticoids, mainly aldosterone. Okay, next is glucocorticoids. Cortisol is the main glucocorticoids, but small amount of corticosterone. Okay, and cortisone also produced here, and it is stimulated by ACTH from the anterior pituitary by stress anti-inflammatory actions. So next is renin. So renin is blood flow is reduced or blood sodium levels fall. Okay, when renal blood flow is reduced or blood sodium level fall, the enzyme renin is secreted by kidney cell. So you have to learn that enzyme renin is secreted by kidney cells, and it convert plasma protein produced by liver to angiotensin 1. Okay, so you have to learn that this thing. The next is adrenal medulla. Medulla is completely surrounded by adrenal cortex. Okay, and when stimulated by expensive sympathetic nerve supply, the glands release the hormone adrenal and noradrenal. Okay, that is epinephrine 80% and norepinephrine, that is of 20%. Clear? So next is adrenaline and noradrenaline. So noradrenaline is the postganglionic neurotransmitter of the sympathetic division. Okay, and adrenaline and some noradrenaline release into the blood from adrenal medulla during stimulation of sympathetic nervous system. So next we will discuss about the pancreas. So the pancreas is classified as both endocrine organ and exocrine organ. So this is the only a gland which is classified only both for endocrine and exocrine. So a pancreas is exocrine and endocrine. Okay, it is a gland of exocrine and endocrine. So this is the position of pancreas. So where the pancreas situated, it is underneath the stomach. Okay, so this is the position of pancreas. You can see here the normal blood glucose level is between 3.5 and 8. Okay, blood glucose levels are controlled mainly by the opposing actions of insulin and glucagon. Clear? So this is the composition of blood glucose level. Now next is mechanism by which insulin lowers the blood glucose level. So you can see here the mechanism, acting on cell membrane and stimulating uptake and use of glucose by muscles and connective tissue cells. Clear? And it is conversion of glucose to glycogen, especially in the liver and skeletal muscles. Okay. So next is glucagon. So glucagon increases blood glucose level by stimulating conversion of glucagon to glucose in the liver and skeletal muscles. Okay. So you have to learn this thing, and the secretion of glucose is stimulated by low blood glucose level. So next is somatostatin, that is GHRIH. So this hormone also produced by hypothalamus, and secretion of both insulin and glucagon present in this hormone. So next is pineal gland. It is small body gland that is attached to the roof of the third ventricle, and it is connected to it by a short stalk containing nerves. Okay, so you can see here the position of pineal gland. So this is the exact position of pineal gland. Okay, you can see here this is the position of where it is present. So next is the function. The physiological role of the pineal gland remains unclear. The pineal gland secretes melatonin. So you have to learn that the pineal gland secretes melatonin, which is thought to promote sleepiness. Okay. So next is the hormone of ovaries and testes. So ovaries and testes are the pair. Oval organ refers to as gonads. Okay. So they secrete estrogen and progesterone. So next is thymus. Thymus glands was previously discussed in the lymphatic system, and a hormone produced by thymus glands are thymosin. Okay. So this is the position of thymus. So you can see here the position where the thymus gland is actually located. Serotonin 5-hydroxytryptamine. This is present in platelets, in the brain, and in the intestinal wall. Okay. So this is all about the endocrine system. So hope you like this video. Okay. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel to learn more new topics of biology, which is important for your PGT and TGT exams. Thank you. Bye bye.